And next we have Metamorphosis, Greyblood book number 2, written by Daniel Prince. Okay, this is 290 pages. It is $3.99. It's available on Kindle Unlimited, and here's the author's description. Unleash the monster inside. A mysterious island, a half-orc battling for control of his mind, things that go bump in the night. Fresh from the events of the Academy's end-of-year tournament, Half-Orc Lugor and his party are on their first official guild assignment. Their mission? Aid in the creation of a new settlement on a recently discovered landmass. Unfortunately, Lugor is finding out that nothing in life ever comes easy. Disaster strikes on arrival and there is no way to contact his mentor Maric for help. The expedition starts crumbling and Lugor must find a way to keep the new settlement from falling apart. But Lugor has his own personal problems. His monster side is awakening faster than predicted, and if he doesn't become strong enough, then the orc soul inhabiting his body will seize control. With his friends by his side, Lugor is still confident that he can take on the challenges ahead of him. That is, if the demonic beasts attacking in the night don't kill them all first. So there we go. Okay. This is a fine sequel in a fine series. The story of Lugor and his companions continues as they leave the academy, though not all their enemies. The group adventures, they fight, there's a little town building and a little bit of crafting. I mean, relative to the size of the book. But that's kind of all there is. The novel really doesn't bring anything new to the genre. It just does what it does entertainingly. It does good action adventure stuff. I did enjoy in particular the scene where the main character is resolving the issues with his orc soul. I thought that was nicely done. Good also peeks into the main character's past. I thought that was a nice little touch. One of the things I did not like about the story, though, is how it dealt with the big villain. I thought that was kind of a cheap resolution. But I get that he's supposed to be a series villain, so if he's beat here, that kind of like ruins the momentum of the series. At the same time, like, there's a lot of resources that at their disposal that big villain. I thought, like, he probably still could have beat them. Again, the hero has to win, so I get that. Just a little small thing that bugged me. But other than that point, everything was really nice. It nailed the slice of life action adventure aspects of the series. And again, I think it does that particularly well. The LitRPG stuff is consistent with what was in book number 1, and there are, again, more crafting aspects and an addition of some town building. So the town building stuff isn't really game mechanic as much as literal town building and resource gathering. And for me, that was just like, okay, I've read these stories before, and so this one doesn't really bring anything new, but it does what it does entertainingly for a lot of readers, especially. For me, gets a score of 7.1 out of 10. Metamorphosis, Greyblood book number 2 with the score of 7.1 out of 10.